I'm Kate. I am the Community Relations Manager at Big Brothers Big Sisters. Big Brothers Big Sisters is a youth development nonprofit, and we work one-to-one to match at-risk kiddos in our community with adult volunteer mentors. And we walk alongside them on their one-to-one journey through mentorship.
Hi, my name is Jamie Schwaba, and I'm the Managing Director at the Minnesota Conservatory for the Arts. The Minnesota Conservatory for the Arts is a nonprofit community arts school. We're also an affiliate program of St. Mary's University, and we offer music, theater, dance, and visual arts, education, as well as performances.
Hi, my name is Nancy Brown, and I am the President and CEO of the Winona Community Foundation. So we have our donors, the people who give to us. We have our grantees, the organizations we give to, and then we also have our fund holders that have donor advised funds at the Community Foundation. We also work with the nonprofit community as a whole in terms of being an educator, provide training, fiscal sponsorship, agency investments, and a whole variety of different tools to help them in their operations.
My name is Lydia Chalova. I work for Hiawatha Valley Mental Health Center as a wraparound care coordinator, as well as a children's mental health case manager. We do stuff like psychiatry, we provide medication services, we provide outpatient therapy to adults, children, families. And then the department that I work in, we are children's community-based services. And then we also have adult services as well. We have a board and lodge area where people are able to live. So it's like a long-term care facility where adults living with higher mental health needs that aren't really able to live on their own, they're still able to lead, independent lives there, and then, receive the help and services that they need as well.
My job is actually really interesting because I get to do a lot within our organization. So I get to do public relations, marketing, and event planning. So I'm in charge of fundraising events. So we do 4 major fundraising events every year. So I plan them start to finish. I manage our social media pages. And then I also work with local news outlets so I can send press releases and just get the word out about Big Brothers Big Sisters.
As the president and CEO, I have budgetary oversight. I am accountable to a board of directors. I have HR responsibilities. I do a lot of public relations and, for lack of a better word, sales and communications. So it's pretty diverse, and that's what's exciting about it. I think from my perspective, the things that I enjoy doing the most, I enjoy writing and communicating and engaging with people, and it fits all of those things.
My responsibilities really range. I think that's pretty standard inside arts organizations as well as the nonprofit world. So they range from everything from grant writing to employee management to program, as well as also making a lot of community connections.
My responsibilities as a wraparound care coordinator are to facilitate and coordinate these monthly wraparound child and family team meetings. We partner with these families, and then we're able to provide them with voice, choice, and access to the family more so than any other process or service really would do. We're able to bring in other supports that they might have in the community, like their friends or neighbors, other people that are really going to help support them in their process to reaching their goals.
My job is really exciting because I get to do a lot, and it's different day to day. So some days I may be focusing a little bit more heavily on managing our social media pages, and then other days I might just be doing fundraising all day. It could be anything from cold calls to working with our event venues. So day to day, it's completely different, which makes it really exciting and fun.
What a typical workday for me would look like is check my emails, because I normally have a lot of emails to look through. And then I typically will reach out to the families that I'm partnering with and then do a check-in with them. And then I reach out to their team members as well. Those are those people, the therapists, the skills workers, their teachers, or, people that they work with or their friends, just to check in and see how the progress is going on their end and just any updates that they can provide me with. I'll fill out funding requests for families if they're in need of some extra groceries that month, or if they're, the kiddo is really struggling with distance learning, I'll be able to apply for funding for fidget items, or, like wiggle stools or something like that, to help them better engage with school, to just, make their lives easier and help them, worry less about other things and focus more on reaching their goals through the wraparound process.
I was the continuing education director for University of Wisconsin Marinette. And I really love doing the programming and working with the community to develop really great programs. But my background and love is really in the arts. So this was the perfect opportunity, because I got to have that admin stuff that I enjoy, and the being able to design and create amazing programs, but also it's all arts. My undergraduate degree was in theater, and then my master's was in adult and continuing education. And so it's kind of marrying those two.
When I was in college and looking at career opportunities, I was a journalism and public relations graduate. And when we talked about public relations, we talked about it being in the for-profit or corporate sector or the nonprofit sector. And immediately my head said, nonprofit, there's no money there. And so I turned it off. But there's just such an array of opportunities, and there is money there. Our pay rates are a little less, there's no doubt about that, but the opportunity to have an impact on the causes and the communities that you care about, it overrides that.
I think the thing that I like most about my job is that I know at the end of the day, even though I'm not doing direct support, as my coworkers are, I know at the end of the day, we're doing really good work in our community, and we're matching kids who really need mentorship. And I think that mentorship is super, super important right now, just with the pandemic and social unrest and everything going on in the world. It's really important for kids to have an extra caring adult in their life, a little bit of stability. So I think at the end of the day, my favorite part of this job is knowing that we're doing something great.
I love being able to see the impact. We're in the middle of the pandemic, and though we don't have in-person classes that I'm overseeing, we do have a lot of virtual classes. We have some self-paced programs. We've done postcards exchanges. We've done different things that are using the arts to help keep people connected.
I love that the work that we do is improving lives and improving our environment and improving our housing and our social justice and making people feel good about giving and receiving. That's an amazing combination. So I'm very fortunate in the work that I do.
I feel like I'm giving back to the community, which I appreciate the most. And it's, I've worked at, when I was in high school or something, I worked at retail stores and other things like that, where you're really promoted to, make money and everything. But this is something where we're doing it for the greater good. And so that's kind of what I really appreciate about the job and the organization that I work for, is that we're doing it for the people in that community. We're really trying to give back as much as possible to help make the community as best as it can be, and, just flourishing, essentially.
I've been in what people might call sales roles as a fundraiser, but fundraising is very different than sales, because the work that you're doing is very emotional and it has to be donor-centric. It's not about selling that car. It's not about selling that appetizer. It's really about helping people find what excites them and energizes them and motivates them to want to invest in whatever that cause happens to be.
Some advice that I would give to someone, if you're unsure of what career path to take, is to just try anything. And it's really just talking to a lot of people that that are doing different things, and just trying to make those connections, as well as just trying anything for yourself. You can always change jobs, and the nice thing is you always end up learning something from each job, whether it's stuff that you like about the job and stuff that you don't like about the job, and that helps you navigate further in life towards what you really want to do.